Hi, I'm Judy with Amazing Trails Yoga, and today we are doing yoga for a natural high. I hiked up and around Pine Meadow Lake. I'm already feeling a little high, but I'm going to get you there too. We'll work hard, we'll have a lot of fun, feel good, and achieve that natural high feeling without any substances, nothing artificial, just you, me, and your mat. See you soon. We are in Sukhasana with your right leg crossed over your left, your right palm above your left palm facing upward toward the sky. On the inhale, we'll bring our palms up to our lips as if we're taking a sweet sip. Exhale down. Inhale, your palms up, your shoulder blades come up, your elbows. Take a sweet sip. Exhale down. Again, we're inhaling, our palms up, shoulder blades come up, elbows. Sweet sip and exhale down. Place your hands above your knees and we're making hip circles over to the right. Starting out slowly and gently, small circles. They could get a bit bigger as we go around. Waking up our bodies, getting limber. When we come over to the right, we'll stay low and bring your third eye down toward the mat or the ground ahead of you. You could place your forearms on your blocks if you need to. And we're breathing, opening up the space between our shoulder blades, our backs, our behinds, opening up. Elongating the neck. And we're coming back up, switching the cross of our legs so that your left is over your right and your left palm is above your right palm. Again, we'll draw our palms up on the inhale, shoulder blades up, elbows up. Take a sweet sip of the goodness. Exhale down. We're going for that natural high. Inhaling our arms up, making a little cup with our palms. Exhale down. Inhale the palms up, shoulder blades up, elbows up. Take a sweet sip of nourishment. Exhale down, placing our palms on our knees. We're rotating over to the left, making gentle hip circles to the left and around. Maybe we can make them bigger as we go. Around and around, not toppling over. I do feel like one of those little weebles. And as we come to the left, keep low. As we bring our third eye down to the earth, again, your forearms can be on blocks to bring the earth closer to you, or perhaps you could come all the way down. We're breathing. Our inhales should be as long as our exhales. Breathing into all the spaces we're opening up in our bodies. And coming up. Take one of your blocks behind your lower back. We're forming a C shape with our body, so you're leaning a bit back onto the block. You could be on your heels or on your feet. Your legs are bent. We're going to practice some breathing as we strengthen our core and our abs. We'll rotate your palms up and down on the count of 4. So we'll inhale 2, 3, 4. Exhale 2, 3, 4. 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 It's getting tough. Inhale 2, 3, 4. Exhale 2, 3, 4. Inhale 2, 3, 4. I know. Exhale 2, 3, 4. Inhale 2, 3, 4. Exhale 2, 3, 4. One last time. 2, 3, 4. And exhale 2, 3, 4. Remove the block and come down flat on your back. Can't get that natural high without a lot of work ahead. Getting some excursions, and then you'll feel so naturally high. Bring your arms around, snow angel them up and over. Interlace your fingers, make a little net behind your head. You're going to take your right elbow to the outside of your left knee and pump for 3. Beautiful. We'll straighten your left leg and lay flat on our backs for a little rest. Then we come up, your leg comes up toward the sky, your elbow to the outside of your knee. Again for the pump of 3, and we lower and flatten. Again, elbow to knee, we pump for 3. Lower and flatten, your leg comes up, pump for 3. Beautiful, lower and flatten. Again, elbow to the outside of your knee. Same knee, we lower and flatten. Raise your leg, pumping for 3. Lower and flatten and bend your leg at the knee. On the other side, you'll take your left elbow to the outside of your right knee as we pump for 3. Lower and flatten, a little rest. Your leg comes up, pumping for 3. Lower and flatten, beautiful. Again, elbow to the outside of your knee for 3. Lower and flatten, leg comes up, outside. Lower and flatten, one more time. Elbow to knee, the outside, pumping for 3. Lower and flatten, raise your foot up, pump for 3. Lower and flatten and bend both legs at the knees. Now you're going to take both elbows to the outsides of our knees, draw your knees to your chest, pump for 3. Lower and flatten, and then bring your legs up together, pump for 3. Lower and flatten. If you need to, your heels can go on the mat. Elbows to chest, pump for 3. Lower and flatten, legs up, pump for 3. Lower and flatten one more time. Elbows to the outsides of your knees for 3. Lower and flatten, modify if you like. Feet up, we're pumping for 3. Lower and flatten, bend your legs at the knees and your feet come to the mat. Snow angel, your arms down along your side so that your fingertips are close to your heels. We're going to do a bridge. There's a space on your lower back between your back and the mat. You're flattening your back to the mat as you raise your hips up, your pelvis up, one vertebrae at a time. Coming up into a bridge pose on your shoulder blades, and one vertebrae at a time. We're lowering. Our back is flat, and then maybe there's a space. Again, we're flattening our backs, lifting your pelvis up, your hips up toward the sky. Beautiful. Lowering down. Lovely. Again, we'll flatten our lower backs toward the mat as we lift our hips, our pelvis up to the sky. Maybe you could come a little higher, maybe to the tips of your toes. And coming down as we drop our heels. Beautiful. We'll do that set one more time. You're snow angeling your arms up overhead. Interlace your fingers and make the net behind your head, your right elbow to the outside of your left knee for pumping for 3. Lower and flatten, leg comes up, we pump for 3. Lower and flatten, elbow to knee, pumping for 3. Lower and flatten, leg comes up, we pump. Lower and flatten, elbow to knee, we're pumping. Lower and flatten, raise your leg high, pump for 3. Lower and flatten, bend your leg at the knee. The other side, left elbow to outside of your right knee for 3. Lower and flatten, foot comes up, outside to knee for 3. And down. Elbow to knee, we pump for 3. Lower and flatten, leg comes up, we pump for 3. Lower and flatten one more time, elbow to knee, we pump for 3. Lower and flatten, foot comes up, we pump for 3. Lower and flatten and bend your leg at the knee. Very lovely. We're snow angeling our arms up overhead. If you happen to let go, make sure that your fingers are interlaced, your elbows out to the sides, and bring your knees up toward your chest, your elbows to the outsides of both knees. We're pumping for 3. We lower and straighten, both feet come up, pump for 3. Lower and straighten, knees come up, outsides of our knees with our elbows. We straighten our legs, knees come up, we pump for 3. Again, you could modify any way you like. Lower, your feet can come to the mat. And again, elbows to knees, we pump for 3. Lower and straighten, feet come up, we pump for 3. Lower and straighten, and both feet on the mat. Snow angel your arms down along beside you, fingertips by the heels. This time as we're flattening our back and just beginning to draw our hips and our pelvis up to the sky, we're bringing our arms up overhead as well. When we come to the peak, our arms are overhead. And we're coming down one vertebrae at a time as your arms follow suit. Beautiful. Flatten the back as your pelvis comes up. Your arms start coming up overhead. Beautiful. And coming down like a rolling bridge. And we're flattening our backs, our hips come up, our pelvis, our arms all the way up. When our arms are overhead, maybe you could come to your tippy toes a little higher. And we're coming down. Beautiful. We're going to roll over right into a child's pose. Many people's favorite pose. Our arms are out in front, our third eye down toward the mat. You can be sitting on your calves or your knees could be separated to the outsides of the mat. Take a nice breath. We did work hard. As you'll find a good day's work, you can come home and just feel good about it. A good workout, a good practice. You just get that natural high, sometimes from a lot of work, and then making it fun and feeling so good after. Bring your arms around. I'm actually feeling good during it. I hope you are. Interlace your fingers. And you're bringing your knuckles up toward the sky as you straighten your arms up. Utilizing the strength of your legs, we're coming up so that you're standing on your shins and your calves. Your knuckles are coming down toward the earth. Your arms are straight, pelvis forward, chin to chest. And we're coming back into a child's pose with our knuckles up toward the sky. Our fingers are still interlaced. Our arms are straight. And we're using the strength of our legs to come back up. Knuckles down toward the ground, opening our hearts, opening our chests. Our pelvis is forward and coming down once more into a type of child's pose. Knuckles up toward the sky. Now they're coming down toward the earth as we come back up using our leg strength. You could separate your heels a little bit if they aren't already. Unlace your fingers. And we're going directly into camel. You could rest your fingertips on your heels. If you come over the tops of your feet, that brings your heels closer to you. You could use blocks if the need be. Pelvis is forward. You could look up toward the sky. If it's within your practice, look behind you slowly and gently. Drop the crown of your head toward the earth. Everything's upside down behind you. Maybe some nice scenery. Looks kind of fun. Starting to feel that natural high. Take a deep breath. And very slowly and gently, we're bringing our chin back down toward our chest as we stand back up onto our knees. And we're coming directly into tabletop. Our fingers are spread apart. Elbows directly over your wrists, shoulders over your elbows. Your hips are over your knees. Look through your legs. You shouldn't be able to see your toes or your feet. We're coming over the top of our feet. And you're lifting up so that there's a 1 or 2 inch space, and you will alternate some thigh taps with the palms of your hands. One at a time. You can go at my speed or at your own rate. We're going from side to side, side to side, making our core and our abs very well balanced and stronger. This is kind of fun, requires a little concentration. Beautiful. Come into stillness. We'll straighten both legs at the same time, letting our heads come down toward the mat, letting them dangle. Our resting pose, downward facing dog. From this pose, we'll have a little fun. You're walking your feet up to your hands. As you walk your hands to the top of the mat, so that we have room, you'll see what we're going to do. Now we're in a forward fold. Take opposite elbows with opposite palms of your hands into ragdoll. This is our first inversion where the heart is over the head. Really good for circulation, really helps you get that natural high. You're releasing your elbows, bending your legs at the knees. Place your palms above your knees. We're coming into a standing cow. As you inhale, sticking your noses forward, shoulder blades back, elbows back, tail out. Exhale into cat, chin to chest, navel to spine. Inhale to cow, nose forward, shoulders back, elbows back, tails out. Exhale into cat, chin to chest, navel to spine. And to Again, we inhale into cow, nose forward, shoulders back, tail out. Exhale into cat, chin to chest, navel to spine. As we slowly straighten our legs, no angel or arms up, overhead. Palms together, and we come down into prayer. Beautiful. From prayer, simultaneously, bring your arms forward, palms facing each other. Your right leg comes back into a lunge. Drop your right heel to the mat and up. Heel to the mat and up, or as low as you can. Heel to the mat and up. Take your left arm around to the left side behind you as you drop your back heel to the mat and bring it forward and over. Left arm comes over to the side behind you. You are squaring off your hips. Do not compromise the position of your hips. Your heel is dropped and forward. One last time with your left arm out to the side behind you as you drop your back heel to the mat and you bring it forward and your heel is up. Keeping your heel up, take your right arm out to the side behind you as much as you can. Your hips are still squared off toward the top of the mat and your right arm comes around to meet your left. Your right arm comes out to the side behind you. Really good for balance. Makes you feel good about yourself. And your right arm comes to the side and meeting your left. One last time, we're opening our right arm out to the side behind us. Place your palms facing the mat as you drop your right heel to the mat. Your toes come out diagonally to the side. You are in Virabhadrasana 2, Warrior 2. Beautiful. Coming directly into 5-pointed star. Toes are out diagonally out to the sides of the mat. 5-pointed star. And bring your palms together as we bend down into Goddess. Beautiful. From Goddess, place your hands above your knees on your thighs. Your right shoulder will come to the left as you look over your left shoulder. Feels beautiful. Over to the right side. Your left shoulder comes. You're looking over your right side. And we're alternating your right shoulder to the left. Look over your left. And over to the right. Look over your right as your left shoulder comes to the right. And one last time, your right shoulder's coming over to the left. Look over to the left. Straighten your right leg. Come back down. And over to the other side, your left shoulder to the right. Look over your right side. Straighten your left leg. Little tricky, and rebend your leg, and we'll come into Goddess with your palms together. Beautiful. 5-pointed star. Take your feet, your heels, directly behind your toes, arms out to the side. We're coming back. We're coming down into a folded straddle, standing straddle. The crown of your head toward the mat. Let your head dangle, walk your hands forward so that we are in an elongated downward dog. Beautiful. Enjoy another inversion. To look through your legs, everything's upside down once more. Walk your hands back gently, and you can make your way back up into the 5-pointed star by bringing your heels in, your toes are out. Very lovely. We bend our legs into Goddess. Take your left hand to the top of your right thigh, and your right arm comes overhead into a side bend. alternate to the other side. Your right hand to your thigh, left is over. We can bend down a little lower as we do this. Come up and over toward the left with your right arm up overhead. Good. And we alternate. Left hand over your head out to the side. Beautiful. And again, your right arm up overhead, left may be touching the thigh. Going to straighten your right leg. Nice, and coming back into the bend. We'll alternate our arms around. Right hand on your left thigh, left arm overhead. We're straightening your left leg. Beautiful. Rebend. This is kind of like a helicopter, your arms around. Come back into a 5-pointed star, into warrior 2. So take your back heel out behind you. We're in warrior 2. From warrior 2, take your left elbow to your left knee, coming into a side angle. Your right arm is up overhead. You could stay like this or place your left hand on a block or the floor. Your right arm is up overhead. Bring it extended over to the top of the mat, over your ear. Nice. Up overhead again. And we'll make our way up into a warrior 2. Palm comes up toward the sky. Right arm down your right thigh. And spiral your arms around into a low lunge. Your left leg comes back to meet the right in a plank. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog and downward facing dog. From downward facing dog, look between your hands. Place your right leg up to meet your left. You can help it along the way. Your left foot comes to meet your right, forward fold. Bending your legs at the knees. We're placing our hands over our knees and coming into cat-cow again. Inhale your nose forward, shoulder blades back, tails out. Exhale, chin to chest. Navel to spine. Inhale, nose forward, shoulders back, tails out. Exhale, chin to chest, navel to spine. Inhale, nose forward, shoulders back, tails out. And exhale into cat, chin to chest, navel to spine. Slowly straightening your legs. Snow angel, your arms up overhead. Beautiful palms together. We come into prayer. From prayer, you are taking your arms forward as you simultaneously bring your left leg back into a lunge. We drop your heel to the mat and up. Beautiful. Heel to the mat and up. You know what to expect. Heel to the mat and up. Take your right arm out to the side behind you. You're dropping your heel to the mat when your arm is far behind you. And pick your heel up as you bring your arm back, your hand to meet your palm. We'll do this again, squaring off the hips, keeping them square to the top of the mat. You're not shoving your torso around anyway. Bringing your right arm back to meet your left. And again, your right arm comes out to the side behind you. You're dropping your heel. Beautiful. And bring your right arm around to meet your left. Take your left arm out to the side. Beautiful. We're not dropping your heel all the way back, keeping your hips square to the top of your mat. Bring your left arm around to meet your right. Again, left comes out. I'm feeling that natural high when I'm working. Feeling good, thinking of the miracles of our bodies. Bring your left arm around to meet your right. And again, your left arm comes out to the side, behind. Your palms placed down toward the ground and drop your heel out to the side. Warrior two. Beautiful. From warrior two, I'm coming directly into a 5-pointed star. My toes are out diagonally to the side, my heels in a bit. Bringing my palms together as I sink down into goddess. From goddess, I'm going to pick up my right heel on a bounce and lower. Up and down, up and down. I'm going to do my left and down. Up and down, up and down, right and down, just bouncing and down, right and down, left and down, left and down, left and down, and for fun it's right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. Beautiful. Come into a 5-pointed star. You might want to catch your breath. Take your heels behind your toes. We're coming forward into a standing straddle, forward fold. Bring the crowns of your head down to the mat. Walk your hands through your legs behind you so your fingertips are pointed to the back. You are upside down in an inversion, looking at the scenery, whatever it is behind you is upside down. Taking a beautiful deep breath. This is using so many different parts of your body, so many muscles. You're strengthening, stretching, getting that natural high. Beautiful. You could bend your legs a bit at the knees as we're coming up, 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 coming back into 5-pointed star. So take your knees in, toes out. Beautiful. And we place our hands together in goddess, bending our legs at the knees. Beautiful. And again, we're going to pump our just down together 3 times in 5-pointed star. On our toes, on the balls of our feet for 3. Drop your heels, 5-pointed star, and we'll alternate. We'll lift our right heel up, left, right, and 5-pointed star, left heel up, right, left. When we do 5-pointed star, both heels are down. Right heel up, left, right, 5-pointed star, and the left heel up, right, left, 5-pointed star. Beautiful. Come back into Virabhadrasana 2, Warrior 2. Lovely. Take your right elbow to your right knee. Your left arm comes up into a side plank, side angle. Your right arm can stay like that, or you could place your hand on a block, or perhaps all the way down to the mat. Your left arm is up overhead. You're going to extend your left arm over your ear. Beautiful. Back up. And we'll bring the rest of us back up into a peaceful warrior. Right hand comes up over top, your left arm down your left leg, your back leg. And we'll spiral around into a low lunge. Take your right foot to meet your left in a plank. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog and downward facing dog. Beautiful. Look between your hands. Place your left foot between your hands. Help it along the way if you like. And your right arm comes to meet it, forward fold. Another inversion, by the way. From forward fold, you're bending your legs at the knees. Place your palms over top your knees. We're coming into a standing cow on the inhale. Noses forward, shoulders back, tails out. Exhale, chin to chest, navel to spine. Inhale into cow. If you could look sideways, we kind of look like a cow. Our udders are down. Our backs have a curve to it. Exhale into cat, looking so big. We saw a dog. We're trying to enlarge ourselves, look scary. Inhale into cat, nose is forward, shoulders back, tails out. Exhale into cat, chin to chest, navel to spine, beautiful. We're straightening our legs, bringing our arms up overhead. As we come into tall mountain, stand at the tippy toes. A little bit of balance. We've been on our toes today. Palms together, heels down in prayer. Beautiful. From prayer, we're coming into a chair. So this gets tricky, but you're gonna get that natural high when you do this. Doesn't matter how well we do it, we're doing it together and having fun and feeling pretty high. Bring your arms up, your seat comes down into chair. Lift your heels into balanced chair. Bring your arms down, around, behind you as you lower your heels. Beautiful. Arms come forward, picking up your heels, balanced chair. Lowering your heels, your arms come around behind you. Beautiful. Again, your arms come forward, heels up, balanced chair. And you are bringing your arms along behind you as you lower your left heel and your right leg is going to come back into a lunge. Very, very nice. Beautiful. From this lunge, you're coming up all the way into a warrior two. Lovely. And as we did before, take your left elbow to your left knee. Right arm comes up. Again, utilize a block or the mat if you want to come lower. Extend your right arm over top your ear. Beautiful. Your right arm will come up. You could take a block and put it out in front of you toward the pinky toe side of your left foot, not your big foot. And we're bending our left leg at the knee, coming up right away into a half moon. Beautiful. Imagine yourself in a toaster. You're flat. Your body's flat. Good. Bend your left leg at the knee, coming into a goddess pose. Beautiful. Palms together. 5-pointed star. Warrior two. Peaceful warrior. Spiral your arms down to the side. We are in a low lunge. Your left leg comes to meet the right in a plank. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog and downward facing dog. Beautiful. Look between your hands. Lunge your right foot up. And your left foot comes to meet the right, forward fold. Beautiful. Bending your legs at the knees. Place your palms above your knees. We'll come into the standing cat-cow. Inhale, nose forward, shoulders back, tails out. Exhale, chin down, pelvis forward. Navel to spine. Inhale, nose forward, shoulders back, tails out. Exhale, chin to chest, navel to spine. We'll keep it simple. Inhale, nose forward, shoulders back, tails out. Exhale, chin to chest, navel to spine. Beautiful. Slowly releasing, we're coming to a standing position. Arms up and around. Snow angeling them up. Very good. When your palms are facing each other, coming to our tippy toes. And dropping our heels, our palms are forward. Beautiful. Into prayer position. Lovely. From prayer, we're coming into a chair. Lift your arms up. Bend your legs at the knees. Pick up your heels. As we're in balanced chair, drop your heels as you bring your arms back along beside your airplane chair. Your arms are forward this time, heels up. Drop your heels into airplane chair. And one last time, our arms are forward. You're going to drop your right heel, your arms come back into a lunge, an airplane lunge. Beautiful. Very, very nice. Going to spiral your arm around as we come into a warrior two. Take your right elbow to your right knee. Left arm comes up overhead. Again, you can keep your elbow on your knee, your hand on a block on the mat, whatever you like. Arm over your ear, extend it far. Left arm comes up. Our right leg is bent. We're using a block or the earth. Take your right arm out in front of your right foot, a little bit to the pinky toe side. Lift up your left leg. Very nice. Into a half moon. Picture yourself in a toaster. You try not to have certain body parts sticking out. We're flat as can be. Bend your right leg, and we're coming into a goddess pose. Beautiful. Doesn't have to be so graceful. We'll get there. Straighten up into five-pointed star. Warrior two. Palm comes up as we go back into a peaceful warrior. Spiral your arms around into a low lunge. Take your right foot back to meet your left in plank. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog and downward facing dog. From downward facing dog, look between your hands, lunge your left leg up, and your right foot comes to meet your left in a standing forward fold. Bend your legs at the knees, palms right above your knees, and inhale into cow, nose forward, shoulders back, tails out. Exhale into cat, chin to chest, navel to spine. Inhale into cow, looking like a cow, feeling like a cow, but they're blessed animals, they are beautiful. Exhale into cat. Cats are so nice too. Catch mice for us, they purr. Inhale, nose forward, shoulders back, tails out. Exhale, chin to chest, navel to spine. And slowly you're straightening your legs, snow angel, your arms up overhead. Beautiful. Again, we could come to our tippy toes. Place your hands together, come down into prayer. Take a nice deep breath. Now the fun is about to begin. I'm starting to feel this natural high, like, oh, where are we? What are we doing? This is great. We're coming into a chair. Lower your seat down. Beautiful. Bring your arms behind you and pick up your heels into an airplane balance this time. Good. Arms forward. We're going to drop our heels. We're doing this a little in reverse. And bring your arms around behind you. Beautiful. Into an airplane. Arms forward. And bring your arms back behind you. You're going to drop your left heel to the mat. Extend your right leg behind you, coming into a full airplane. You could hold on to anything you like to help you. This is a difficult but fun and rewarding balance. You're just coming to a straightened position. You could touch your foot on the mat or maybe not. Bring your knee up. You're grabbing a hold of your big toes with your right hand. Your left arm can come out to the side. It can hold on to anything that you need to. Extend your right leg out in front of you. Extend your right leg out to the side. Beautiful. Your left arm should be out to the side. Hanging on if you need to. And we're going to helicopter our right leg back as our left arm comes right down into a half moon. Lovely. Bend your leg at the knee. We come into a prayer squat. Goddess. Beautiful. Warrior two. Aren't you feeling that natural high? Peaceful warrior. Spiral your arms around, up and over. We're in a low lunge. Plank. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. And downward facing dog. Look between your hands. We'll inhale our right leg up. And our left leg comes to meet the right forward fold. Bending your legs at the knees. We're going to take a standing cat-cow. Inhale, nose forward, shoulder blades back, tails out. Exhale, chin to chest. Navel to spine. Inhale into cow, dropping our udders down toward the mat, sticking our tails out. Exhale, cat, looking as big as we possibly can, sucking in our bellies. Inhale into cow, noses forward, shoulders back, tails back. And exhale into cat, chin to chest, navel to spine. Slowly standing up, snow angel, your arms up overhead. Beautiful, come to your tippy toes. Dropping your heels, palms together in prayer. Take a nice deep breath. We'll do that fun, good stuff on the other side to achieve this natural high. Beautiful. Palms up. We're coming into a chair. Beautiful. And we're taking both hands back, lifting your heels this time into a balanced airplane chair. Arms forward, just the opposite. Drop your heels to the mat. Arms back, heels up. Balanced airplane chair. And once again, arms are forward, drop your heels. Airplane chair, picking up our heels. Very good balanced chair. Drop your right heel as your left leg comes up. This is airplane, also known as warrior 3, Virabhadrasana 3. Keeping your hips square to the mat. Feel good about yourself, starting to feel high. Coming into standing, you can touch the ground if you need to. We're bending our legs at the knees. Clasp your 2 peace fingers around your big left toe. Straighten your leg forward. Come out to the side. You can touch something for balance, whatever you need to. We're releasing your left foot and helicoptering our arms around so that your right arm comes to the ground. Your left stays up into a half moon. Beautiful. If you topple, that's fine. We're still on this natural high. Bending our right leg, we're coming into a goddess pose. Beautiful. Open your arms up, out to the sides, into a 5-pointed star. Lovely, lovely. Coming down into Virabhadrasana 2, Warrior 2. Right palm up to the sky, peaceful warrior. And helicopter your arms down and around into a low lunge. From this low lunge, you are taking your hips and straightening, or pulling your hips backwards, straightening your right leg. You can utilize the blocks if you like. Beautiful. And bend your leg at the knee. And again, we're coming into pyramid. Draw your hips back. This time, like we did standing, you can take your fingertips and place them toward the back of the mat behind you. Walk your arms a little further along behind you. This might help you bring your third eye toward your shin. If you connect, good. If not, no problem whatsoever. Beautiful. Looking ahead, we'll walk our hands forward to opposite sides of our right foot. Bend your leg at the knee. Take your back leg and bring it behind your front leg as a curtsy. We're coming into a spinal twist. Your right leg is over your left. Beautiful. Should feel really good. Take your right arm around behind you. Your left arm comes up. Your left arm comes between your torso and your thigh. Look over your right shoulder. Lovely. Beautiful. Look over your left shoulder. Very, very nice. And we'll take your arms and we'll try this. Have them come in front of you, picking up your hips. And you're going to keep your feet about where they are and walk all the way around. We'll revolve. You're just keeping your feet on the mat at the same place. And we're coming into a spinal twist on the other side. Beautiful. Take your left arm around behind you. If it didn't work, just sit with your left knee up over your right, crossed over. Your right arm comes up to the sky. Beautiful. Between your chest and your thigh, you're kind of hooking your elbow. Look over to the left. And take some deep breaths in this seated spinal twist. Lovely. Coming forward, you're going to take your left leg to the mat and your right leg comes back. So you are in a low lunge. You're straightening your hips so that they're squared off toward the front of the mat. You're into a pyramid. Your fingertips are going to face backwards a bit. Good. And then you can walk your hands back a little bit further. Nice as you bring your third eye close to the mat. Lovely. And you're breathing, winding down, feeling good. Feeling pretty high about now, I would say a natural good high. A great feeling. Walking your hands back, we're bending our left knee. Take your right knee around behind it. We're sitting down. Very nice. And take your left knee over top your right. We're coming into a shoelace pose, just opening up our hips. Your left knee is over your right. The heel's closer to your torso. The easier and better it might feel for you. A little more challenging if your hips are parallel to the top of the mat. Into a full shoelace pose. And this is really tough, but it certainly works. Really good on a hip opener. Makes you feel really great, naturally high. Could lean forward if you like. Otherwise, stay right where you are. Beautiful. You can get a natural high from so many things. Just Going out and being by a waterfall, the ocean, seeing the ocean, you just get that great feeling as a beautiful brook going by. Anything that makes you just feel above, better than normal without any kind of substance in your body. No substance abuse, just a natural high. Maybe you have felt it and not even realized, oh my gosh, this is a natural high. Coming up, we'll try that rotation again. So take your hands over to the right. Pick up your hips. Your feet, you're going to keep them just where they are. They're just going to revolve around, walk around. And again, this time your right knee will be over top your left into a full shoelace or cow face pose. Again, you can draw your heels closer to your body. It doesn't have to be perfect. They could be parallel to the top of the mat. And you're inhaling, be comfortable, stay just like this. Or if you want it a little bit deeper, come down. Beautiful. You're breathing. I'm enjoying this pose. One more breath. Listening to the sounds of nature just gives me a natural high too. And we're coming up, and take your feet to the mat. We're coming onto our backs. Bring your right leg up to the sky and your left leg down, elevated off the mat. Your arms are out to the sides. We're going to helicopter your right leg over to the right, your left leg to the left, so that now your right is below and your left is above, and helicopter around back. We're flying high today. Bring your right leg around, left leg around, opposite ways, and back. Beautiful. One more time. Flying high through the sky, soaring around again. Your right leg should be up, your left is down. We're going to switch. Your left is up, right is down. And bring the legs around, apart from each other, and then your right should be over your left. Bring them around and back. Helicoptering around one way, flying high the other. And one more set. We're bringing our legs around and about, and around and about. Beautiful. Draw both knees to your chest. Give yourselves a nice hug. Maybe you can grab the outsides of your feet. Lift your soles of your feet up to the sky. Separate your knees. Come into a happy baby. Beautiful. Maybe rock from side to side a little bit. Feels so nice, so great. Bring the soles of your feet together in goddess. We did a lot of goddess poses today. Our knees together now. Heels down to the mat. Soles of our feet are straightening your legs. Bring them out to the sides of the mat. Bring your arms up and around. Snow angel your arms up. Interlace your fingers and make a net behind your head, and give your head some nice gentle tugs side to side, up and down, elongating the back of the neck. Gently letting your head fall back on the mat. Snow angel your arms out and around, palms up to the sky. We're reaching Shavasana on our natural high. Thinking of all the ways we obtain a natural high. I'm wearing this shirt today, in case you were wondering. I did a sprint triathlon with my growing son, the swimming, the bicycling, the running. Maybe during it was really tough, like this practice is for many of us. Tough, challenging. You're wondering, how is this getting a natural high? But let me tell you, after that sprint triathlon, I felt high the rest of the day. Just that feeling of satiation, contentment, drinking the goodness of nature, drinking it all in, feeling content, full, satisfied, and beyond. Begin to wake your body up. Wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, wrist circles, ankle circles, any which way. Flap your hands around your feet. Whichever way you want to wake up. Bring your knees to your chest. I'm going to roll up into Sukhasana. You get there any way you want. Place the soles of your feet together, actually, instead of crossing. We already did that earlier. You're going to come into Baddha Konasana, butterfly. Nice. Little bit of balance as we place our palms of our hands together. Thank you so much for joining Amazing Trails Yoga. And I hope you have found your natural high, achieved it, feel good for a long time afterwards. Like us, we love you. Comment to us what gives you natural highs. We'll share our experiences and we'll see you again. Namaste.